All right, today we're going deep. We're going to get to the very root of our emotional triggers, all so you can unleash your true personal power. We'll figure out why those tiny little things can completely throw you off balance and what that pain is really, really trying to tell you. Let's do this. You know those days, right? You're absolutely crushing it. You're in a peak state, feeling amazing, and then, bam, some tiny thing like a stray comment from someone or getting stuck in traffic just completely derails your whole day. It feels like a total overreaction, doesn't it? Well, guess what? Today, we're going to find out exactly why that happens. And even better, we're going to learn how to take back control. So, the framework for this whole conversation comes from the incredible Michael A. Singer and his life-changing book, The Untethered Soul. We're basically taking his core ideas and turning them into a real, actionable strategy that you can start using right away to master your emotional state. Okay, first things first. We have to meet the main character in our inner world. Michael Singer has this great name for it. He calls it your inner roommate. And, well, this roommate is the source of so much of our internal conflict. And honestly, it's a huge block to hitting your peak performance. Oh, you know the one I'm talking about? It's that constant narrator, that inner critic, that worrier that just never shuts up. It's the voice that replays conversations over and over, argues with itself, and stresses about the future. And hey, if you're sitting there thinking, I don't have a voice in my head, well, that's the voice I'm talking about. And this quote from Singer, it just hits the nail on the head. The real cause of problems is not life itself. It's the commotion the mind makes about life that really causes problems. Think about that. It's not the traffic jam that's the actual problem. It's the story our mind creates about it, that inner turmoil. That's the real source of our suffering. That's what holds us back, not the event itself. And right here, this is the breakthrough. This is the part that changes everything. You ready? You are not the voice. You are the one who hears the voice. The second you get that distinction, everything shifts. You go from being a passenger on this crazy ride to being the driver. You create space, and in that space, that's where you find your power. That's where you get to choose. So, with this new awareness, this new perspective, we can finally start to figure out what's really going on when we get triggered. And trust me, as Singer explains, it is not what you think. He has a powerful name for it. The inner thorn. Now, this idea right here is an absolute game changer. That comment someone made didn't create your pain. No way. It just poked a sore spot that was already there. Think of triggers like flashlights. All they do is shine a light on old, unhealed wounds that we're already carrying around. They're just signals, people. They are not the source of the problem. You know, in the yogic tradition, there's actually a name for this stored pain. It's called a samskara. The easiest way to think about it is like a little pocket of blocked energy. It's like an unfinished business from the past that you couldn't fully process at the time, so it just stays there, stored in your system, quietly draining your vitality, just waiting to be triggered. And this shift in thinking, it creates two totally different realities. On one hand, you've got the old mindset. That's the one that traps you in this exhausting, never-ending battle to control the entire world just so you can avoid pain. But then, there's the new empowered mindset. This is where you're in charge of your inner state. You realize, hey, if I just remove this inner thorn, then nothing on the outside can hijack my emotions ever again. What a difference. Okay, so the goal is to remove this inner thorn, right? It'll unleash all that trapped energy. So the big question is, how do we actually do it? Well, this is where the real work begins. And Singer calls it paying the price of freedom. And this quote really lays out the choice we all have. He asks, do you want to try to change the world so it doesn't disturb your samskaras? Or are you willing to go through this process of purification? I mean, think about that. Do we keep bending over backwards, rearranging our whole lives just to avoid our sore spots? Or are we finally willing to face a little temporary discomfort to heal them for good? Because that's where the real growth is. That's where true power lies. All right, so here is your practical step-by-step guide for the very next time you feel triggered. Step 1. Just notice the shift. That tightening in your chest, that urge to get defensive, that's your signal. Step 2, relax and open. Do the exact opposite of what your body wants to do. Relax your shoulders, open your heart. Step 3, let the energy pass. Don't label it my anger or my hurt. Just see it as pure energy and allow it to move right through you. And finally, step 4, let go. Don't get hooked by the mind story. Just fall back behind it and watch. And this is so important. Singer really emphasizes this point. You have to let go right then and there, immediately.
Don't dwell on it, don't analyze it, don't talk it to death. The longer you wait, the more power you give it, and the deeper you get tangled in all that mental drama. Let it go in the moment. That is the move of a master.
You know, when you actually start practicing this, something remarkable starts to happen. A massive shift occurs. The very things that used to completely throw you off course, they actually become your greatest tools for freedom and for growth. It's incredible.
Think of it this way. Every single trigger is like a free coaching session from life itself. It's pointing directly at a piece of stored pain that you now have the chance to release. It's an opportunity to become freer, to become more powerful. So instead of dreading these moments, you can actually start to welcome them. They're just valuable feedback on your journey to mastering yourself. So why does all this matter? I mean, what's the big reward? Well, think about how much energy we spend protecting these inner thorns. It's exhausting. When you finally release them, all of that energy gets unlocked. It transforms into vitality, into a deeper presence, into genuine creativity. You actually start to live a truly untethered life, free from the chains of your past. Look, ultimately, this is all about one thing: reclaiming ownership of your life. Your life doesn't belong to your anxieties, it doesn't belong to your old wounds, and it definitely doesn't belong to that noisy inner roommate. It belongs to you, the conscious observer. It is time to reclaim it.
So I'm going to leave you with this question as you go about your day today. Start paying attention. Notice what triggers you. And instead of immediately blaming the outside world, just ask yourself this one simple question. What inner thorn is this moment showing me? And am I ready to finally let it go?